just crammed right on top of us. It's an easy fold. But yeah, like, with aces in that board, the way that board was set up, um, going back up through who shoved on me. Vaharin, Vaharin shoved with. We'll just fold this. He probably shoved with kings, and I'm willing to bet he shoved with kings. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. If he did shove with kings, he could have had like a pair of kings, or he could have had a small pair, thinking that it was good, which it obviously wasn't because I had pocket aces. But Edgardo over here repopped when, I bet 3,000 on pre-flop. He repopped it to 8, so we'll just call this. I could assume that he had, a pair of some sort, and when he called my repop he called my repop, that means he had like a small pair or something, and he didn't hit the board. He could have hit the board, like he was trying to see what he could get on the flop. He had a big hand, and he could have hit his king on the flop. It's one or the other. He could have hit. There's massive loads of possibilities, and I could spend hours going through all of them, but I'm not going to. But you could draw your own conclusions to that one. Okay, I got a pair of fives, but I really don't have like the only hands that are gonna call me or aces really, because someone could be folding a pair of nines. Maybe flush draws, but when it gets around to me, if Duke doesn't bet, then no, which he's taking his time to check probably. Okay, I'll just bet this 5,000. It's a small bet. Into a pot of 17 grand, so it's a really small bet. And the lane called. She snap called. And there's an 8 on the end. I think I'll just check this down. Gyps is now to my left, and Edgardo left. Yeah, she had her nines, so it was a good thing I checked. I could have bet that, but I don't think she would have folded because she had insta-called the turn. Like, literally, she insta-called the turn. Okay, Jan Line was on. Oh, I forgot, it's a rerun. Damn it. But yeah, like, Elaine could have folded her pair of nines, but in that circumstance, I think it's not really possible. She could have she could have folded her nines, but I would have had, like, the way she snap called the turn, I didn't think it was worth it to bet. Throw your comments below. I could have really bet that, but I could have bet that, but I don't think it would have been worth it. Considering Elaine could have possibly re-raised, like raised me, and my game's frozen. My game is frozen. Still. There we go. King 10. We'll call this. Gyps to my left here has got 105k total. He's got 50k in. Oh, that's a horrible flop. Someone could have hit trips already. Yeah, we're just gonna fold. I'm not gonna get Elaine off a set because there's absolutely no way I'm getting Elaine off a set. Seriously. Okay, her versus Duke. Elaine's got Duke covered. Trip 3's on the end, so someone could have hit quads or someone could have hit a full house. If Duke bets this, then I'm going to be convinced he's going to. Yeah, he only bet 1,000. That's a tiny bet. It's a min bet, and he had a full house. He could have gotten a lot more money out of that. That's just what. That's Facebook poker for you. You get a full house, and you think, oh, maybe I'll do this, or like you'll bet a minimum when you have a full house, and you can get more value out of it. Okay. Which is why I need to go to online poker already. And this will overbet the pot. Gypson's folded. Elaine's probably not going to shove too. Duke's probably not going to shove too light. Or he's not going to call too lightly. He did call, so he must have hit his queen or something. Or he could have a smaller pair. Could have like pocket fives or something, or he could have like, you know, like a draw. I'll bet half pot. And he insta-folded, so he obviously didn't have anything. But I'm up over 700k, which is pretty nuts. Or that's pretty nuts. I meant to say nuts, not nuts, obviously. I love how, guy that joined over here, the person that joined over here, joined, posted the big blind, and then left. That's pretty stupid. Just like if you're not gonna play, don't even bother joining the table. That's just nuts. Okay. I'll bet the pot. I said I'd bet the pot. Thank you. Oh, she insta-called. She had her 10. So. Sigh, back under 700k. But, whatever. I at least made up for all the... I'm up actually over 50k on the day. Because I lost 100k earlier, and we got another nit coming in with... Another idiot with... Another person. I shouldn't call them idiots, really. Another person coming in with not even enough for 100 big blinds. Coming in with a 10 big blind buy-in. I don't get that. Like, why are you coming over to a high stakes table like this with 500,000 blinds if you don't... Okay, we got Shady over here. He just joined. He's got 20 million in size chip count, so he's down to over 800. So I'm guessing he could very likely, and he's a pretty decent level. So that's another thing you got to look out for. You got to look at their level, and if they have a really high level and they got a really good amount of chips, then odds are they're really good. He's a level 46, which is pretty good. So good thing he's way over. He's to my left, so that's not good at all. But I'll bet 3,000 with top pair and a backdoor flush. Roland over here is obviously he's gonna probably spew all his chips. And here we got another person coming in with the minimum. Like this time he's got 15k, but like if you don't have the chips to play these kind of tables, you need to go to a lower stakes table. I know you want to be with the high stakes people, but you got to go to a lower stakes table because that's what they're for. Oh, that's sick. If someone hit a 6, if Shady hit a 6, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna bet the pot here. I'll bet just over a third. He's gonna get just under 4 to 1 on his money, and he folded. So now I'm back up over 700k. And this one we're gonna be popping it to 5 probably. I mean with the blinds that okay, now we got a full table. Sweet. We got Joel over here. He's got over 1 million and he's a really high level. We got John, who's at level 62, and he's up over 2.7, so that's really good. So we got at least one person that we're probably going to have to worry about here. And that's John. He's probably a really good player. Considering his level and considering how many chips he has behind, he's got over 2 million, 2.7. And he's buying in for 100k. I mean, I typically buy in for 100k, but Mode pushes all in with all 10,000 of his chips. And Duke shoves. That was unexpected. So he must have hit something, or he's trying to he's trying to reshove on Shady over here, trying to get him off of a hand. Everybody's pushing, and Jips just called. He called with a pair of deuces. Oh, he had trips. He had a full boat. That is sick. And Shady had kings, too. I don't blame Shady for pushing with, betting over 50k with that. I really don't blame him. Because with kings, I would have bet a little bit smaller, but obviously I don't blame Duke's play here, and I don't blame Shady's play either, because you don't expect a guy to hit a set with that board. I mean, it's all unders. It's all unders, and you don't expect the guy to, flop a set. So now he's up towards my stack. He's up to 328k. So probably Duke may be a maybe a pretty good player. And he flopped his king, or he flopped his 6, so Shady doubles up. But yeah, so I'm gonna guess that Jips bought back in. So I'm gonna guess that Duke's a pretty good player because he knew what to do. With again, Shady's just gonna push every hand, so he's gonna be shoving with any 2, and I can't call him a Jack 3. So Duke's probably a really good player, considering he's had over 10 million at one point. He maybe just be on a downturn, and he took a while, but he called. Okay, John's got 52k, so I wouldn't be shocked if that goes in the middle, considering how much he's already got in his hand. He's got over half a stack, or he's got almost half a stack in. And John min bets. That's kind of interesting there. Okay, he may if he's hit his full house, I expect him to ship. Oh, he checked. He could have. Oh, Duke had it. Let's see what Shady had. Shady did hit his full house. Nah, I won't say anything. So, and now he's once again reshoving. So I'm thinking he's just gonna, considering he's steaming right now, he's probably just gonna shove with any 2 cards. And that's kind of what you get with Facebook poker. You do see people that shove with any 2 cards. Nick just shoved with deuces. And Big Slick. Ace King versus Jacks versus deuces versus Queen 10. That's sick for everybody. Oh man. Shit, he's got over 325k. Or he got over, well, actually closer to 300k, but that was sick. And Joel just said, are we done with Go Fish yet? Okay, if I can get a 6, that'd be good. Okay. And this will just bet pot. Considering Shady's pretty well stacked. Okay, he folded. John snap folded, so. I mean, with a straight, obviously you gotta do something. But yeah, I don't blame John's. I don't blame Shady's play with Ace King. Like I just said in chat, I don't blame his play with Ace King. I mean, I would have if it was me, I would have bet smaller. Obviously, I would have probably bet like 20,000 with it, considering how much I would have had. But in this circumstance, he decided he wanted to start with any 2. Like he was steaming a little bit and wanted to get a roll going. So, and now he's just coming back to playing normal because of. But yeah, I don't blame his play with Ace King an awful lot. I mean, it's not a great play, but considering, okay, that bet didn't work. Unless an ace comes up, there goes that. Oh, sigh. I figured I'd try and muscle Joel off or something. Joel's a level 62, so we'll just check this down. We got Damien here, 20 grand. Yeah, he had his 2 pair, I'm not shocked. Sigh. Well, I'm up over 100. I'm up